Hi everyone, welcome to Bay Sunday. I'm your host Frank Malakote. On tap today, a roadmap to a healthier life, a history lesson on Cesar Chavez. We may be singing some cabaret show tunes, and we're going to get your kids to eat what's on their plate and have a good time doing it. But first, a couple of plugs here. If you'd like to connect with us or pitch us a show idea, we'd love to hear from you. All you got to do is go to cbssf.com, click on Connect, and you'll get information and links to our email and social media, Facebook, Twitter, the works. You know the drill. Showtime now. Today we have an author, also a mother, that's here to introduce their cookbook packed with recipes, food-themed games, crafts, activities that will inspire families to embrace healthy habits, and the kids are going to love it. Dishes like high-note nibblers and green gobbler. I don't see that in front of us, but she'll explain. It's all about making food fun for kids and for adults. Welcome the co-author of Bean, Appétit, Shannon Payette, SEIP. How are you?
Hey, it's great to be here.
I see your son, he's reading Harry Potter.
Yes,
your other son's watching right now.
he is unimpressed by this whole event, apparently. Ah, there he is.
Well, the book must have been inspired because you couldn't get your kids to eat, or how did it all come about?
So when I'm from this area, but I moved to the Midwest and realized there aren't a lot of places to go that are healthy and fun, that appeal to kids and adults. So really it was an opportunity to explore how to make food fun for kids and really get them some hands-on learning. And actually, if you give them some hands-on playful experience while they're making dishes, they're 30% more likely to try things like spinach, you know? I mean,
there you go.
If you're hula dancing with a spinach leaf,
well,
you're more likely to try it.
You go through the pages and you turn the food into characters almost.
Right,
in a lot of ways. And let's talk about, this looks like a caterpillar?
So, yes, so this is in our Pinocchio chapter, which is all recipes that are inspired by kids' favorite stories. So very hungry caterpillar. So this is actually rice paper, which is kind of sticky, and it's very magical because it starts as paper and then it becomes invisible, so you can see its insides.
It's like its thorax. It's translucent. You can see all the goodies inside.
Yes. We did not put the word thorax, though, in the book. That would have been a good one.
Yeah.
And, little tomato face and some spinach leaves for kind of the greenery around.
Okay, and this little guy?
So this is a deconstructed turkey sandwich. So really, this is our little bug bites. So it's a little pickle with the turkey on the outside for his body and some whole wheat pita bread, apples. So just a fun way to make a turkey sandwich besides cutting off the crust.
And did you sit down with your partner and just say, how can we make food? How do you come up with some of this stuff?
That's a great question. I think a lot of coffee on some days, but no, really we try to think about what kids like. And so if it's, we try to take a lemonade stand or we try to take game night and just how can we make a Jenga game out of carrot sticks or things like that.
And do your kids like, they go through the book and say, oh, wait a minute, I know what you're trying to do. You just want us to eat this stuff now, huh?
I think so.
Yeah, they figure it out.
They say it. Yeah.
What do we have here? Some ice cream cones that
are... so this was kind of spring-like. So these are our, this is our garden. These are some organic sugar cones. And in fact, my kids, when we were setting this up, asked if they could eat these. This is chocolate hummus.
Ooh.
So this is a healthy twist on, pudding or anything else. So it's delicious. It kind of tastes like Nutella. And so we have some little bunny crackers looking like they're trying to eat the little carrots coming up. So that's a great one to dip in. You can dip in fruits. You can dip in little graham crackers.
And it's not just the food, too. You turn it into games, and you also have table conversations. What if you got a bunch of kids that are sitting there just going, what's for dinner?
Right.
You got little icebreakers to get these kids to chit-chat a little bit.
Right, and now we're calling them Spill the Beans, actually. Our company's name is Bean Sprouts Bean Appétit. So Spill the Beans is really a way to try to get parents and kids talking in a way that's fun. I don't know how many families around America are sitting at dinner saying, how's your day? Good.
Yeah. Sure.
Instead of, if you were going to name your pet after a fruit or veggie or your favorite cereal, what would you name it? So just anything to get families talking.
Well, I think the one I saw in the book was, would you rather have your house painted in frosting or made with bricks of brownies or something like that?
Which one would you?
I'd do the brownies. The frosting would get old. Brownies are good forever.
Frosting would get crusty too.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, let me ask you this. What is the hardest thing to get a kid to eat?
I ask parents that a lot, and some parents say vegetables. Some parents actually say meats. Fruit isn't up there that much, but I'd say those two are probably the hardest.
And would you guys, take spinach, for example, and just say, well, how can we get this to be more fun?
Right, again,
so stuff like that?
So if we were doing this or we were doing something, we would probably take these. A lot of what's in our cookbook, too, is we take those recipe steps and we try to make them as playful as possible. So it's not just, hey, kid, pour this cup of flour in, you know, but it's, we're going to sing in the microphone and sing every ingredient in our music themed chapter. Or like these, maybe we'll be flying all over, or we'll be hula dancing, like I said, with spinach leaves. Anything to get them more attached and just more engaged is going to create some success.
And the book's not just for adults. Obviously, the kids like thumbing through it. You've got the great illustrations of the bean and all the good stuff in there and stuff.
Yes, they're very cute. And actually, it's more of a cookbook for kids with some parent involvement than a cookbook for parents just to give their kids. Because we parents, we try to do what we can in the kitchen and anything to keep the kids engaged and busy so we can just have a moment to ourselves.
Now, what if you just have burgers one night and the kids are like, come on, Mom, let's get creative with this. Let's turn this into something fun. If you, made it difficult for yourself now because
setting the bar too high?
Maybe a little bit.
I actually was on one morning show and the first thing the gal said was, I hate you. And I thought, uh-oh, that's not good. But she was saying, you know, how am I supposed to have time to do all this? Well, really, kids can do most of this. I mean, they can put chocolate hummus in a cone and they can wrap up, you know, we're not giving them sharp knives and putting them in front of, you know, open fires or anything like that.
Exactly. Well, it's all good fun. The book is great. We want to thank you.
Great. Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks so much, Shannon. All the best with the book. And if you'd like to purchase a copy of Bean, Appétit, go to beansprouts.com, or you can go to Amazon. Most of the big book sellers will have it. Don't go away. We're going to be right back. More Bay Sunday as we get to work on some of these goodies here. This one looks pretty good.